You cannot blink with this season of MAFS. It is so messy and so chaotic. Experts calling them out. Like, it was awkward to watch, I can't lie. But I think viewers want to see that. They want to see the experts giving them advice, giving them accountability, but also calling them out when they need to be called out. And I do think we like seeing that as viewers. Stephen is not the boy that we thought he was. And I'm really worried for Nelly. I think Nelly needs protecting. I think she has had so much damage and so much done to her by other men in her past. She needs a guy to be understanding and nurture her and let her be vulnerable. And we thought that was Stephen. And now this side of Stephen, oh. We need to get Keir as Prime Minister because his little throwbacks were 10-10. I can't be responsible for your assumptions. Love it. Maybe there was more to that night out than we saw. I think that's the problem when things happen off camera, is we don't know what's going on and we don't know what's actually gone down. However, it felt like he was clutching at straws a little bit there. The matches aren't that great, that they're all on really individual journeys and they're not really on journeys as couples and marriages. And they're all being expected to kind of help the other one out instead of actually moving forward as a marriage. Like, I feel a little bit like that way with Joe and Maeve. I feel that way about Grace and Ashley. Like, there's a lot of like, you need to help the other person instead of like, you need to grow as a couple. And I'm not sure about that. It's great to see Leah and Lee kind of moving forward a little bit. It's also great to see Sarah and Dean moving forward a little bit as well. I don't know how long either of them are going to last. I think she was right to be called out for being disrespectful and being hurtful. And I think her repeatedly saying she doesn't like him, she doesn't like him, I do think she was right to get called out on that. However, I do also understand that if you don't fancy someone, like, how are you meant to push past that? Try and develop feeling for someone that you're just not physically attracted to. Anita and Paul, I love them. Is it just me that thinks Paul is basically Dean's dad? I do feel like Anita's very much like, if it's not love, I don't want it, which is fair. But then I do feel like Paul just needs some nurturing and some growing, and he needs to learn from a few things. And I think they're really good to do that for each other. Really, really, really want them to stay, and I really want them to do well. And I've got a feeling if he doesn't turn it around in a week, she's a goner, she's backdoorsing it, she's out. The one that needs mentioning is Julie and Devani, because I'm very confused with them. They are very confusing. I don't know whether we're coming or going with them too. I do think he needs to be cut a little bit of slack, because I do think him having a different story was just his way of not disrespecting her, which I kind of rate. However, I think as women, we're a lot more open and we're a lot more like, tell the girls what's going on and be a bit more realistic. Whereas I think maybe he doesn't want to admit that she's not feeling it because he doesn't want his ego to get battered. However, then the commitment ceremony, I'm confused because she's saying, I miss you and I don't want to not be with you, but I don't know if I like you. And I don't know what's going on with them too. I'm very baffled. It's messy. I'm confused. I don't know who's getting on, who's not getting on. All of a sudden we're in silky robes massaging each other. And then Stephen's booting off. I think Paul's in Maeve's flat chatting to her in the mirror. What's going on? What's going on?